Battlefront 2 beta. Things I hate. Number one has got to be this stupid thing that you see in the bottom left side of the screen where it says unopened crates. Right down there. Yes, loot crates. So here is a $60 AAA game with loot crates. So if I go to the loot crate screen, oh, there's a daily crate. Hey, that's great. And store. I have to purchase things with in-game credits. So now I've got to buy crates. Now, here's the thing. All of your character progression is based on what you get in these crates, and they're all totally random. Let's see what I got in this crate. Well, let's see. I got a couple of crafting parts. Now that's good. I actually got two of them because usually if you get any at all, you only get one. I also got a TIE Fighter defensive upgrade, which was great if I cared about playing as a TIE Fighter or I cared about the starship combat. Since I don't, and all I care about is land combat, this is not a particularly useful crate for me. Everything, all of my advancement, everything I do comes from these crates, and I've got to buy these crates to have any sort of upgrade at all, or I've got to grind. Everything is based on what the contents of these crates are, so how good I am, what weapons I'm allowed to have, are all based on these crates that I can either purchase, and they cost a lot of money, 1,100 in-game credits, 1,000 in-game credits. Does this mean that I've also got to purchase them with real money and do microtransactions? Yeah, I think so. And think of how expensive it is. Now, I've played this since the beta came out. I didn't play it on the 6th. I played it on the 9th. So far, I've got 1,990 in-game credit dollars and 90 crafting points. You can't even build a gun without crafting points, and the crafting points for building these guns are outrageously expensive. So for a $60 game, I've got what appears to be microtransactions and a store that is going to cost me other money, real money, ultimately, to advance if I want to advance, or I've got to go through some horrible grind to play this game. That is not a good system. That is just soaking us for every penny that they can soak us for on a game that we're already paying full price for before it even comes out. This is just sheer greed. And you know what? It works. Sheer greed works because everybody's going to pay them, whether it's 99 cents or $1.99. And it would be one thing if it was like Overwatch, where I'm buying some new emote, or I'm buying a new piece of armor that has a cosmetic effect. All of my character progression, all of my traits, everything that I can do is all based on what I get out of these crates. It's not even based on what class I play or what weapons I have or anything else. It's just random crates. It's just begging me to give them another $50, $60, $70, $100 to get the traits that I want or the characteristics that I want for my character. And it's all random. It's all gambling. Hey, give us money. Maybe you'll get the part you want, or maybe you'll just get a cool emote that you can display if you ever make MVP, which, by the way, you won't make MVP because all of your equipment sucks. The guy who went in and bought $100 worth of star cards, his equipment's great, and he has a shorter time to kill. So when he goes up against you, he's always going to kill you, and he's always going to teabag you while you're down because, well, he was wanting to get his character upgraded faster, and he spent the money to do it. And if you didn't spend the money, then I guess you're just shit out of luck. So, that's number one. This whole loot crate system is an atrocity, an abomination, and we got to live with it. Unless what's going on in the beta is going to be different in the game. Maybe it is, but the loot crate thing is really disturbing. It's looking an awful lot like pay to win. So basically, you're giving Electronic Arts $60 for the privilege of giving them another $50 or $60 just so that you can play the game. That sucks. That is scummy. So that's number one. Number two is the actual gameplay themselves. Is the actual gameplay itself. They ruined it. We go into multiplayer, and we're going to go into multiplayer real quick. We're going to find a game, which will be Naboo, because that's the only map I've ever been able to play a game on. And there we go, Naboo, Theed. So the same thing I've played for 3 days now. The same map. It gets old playing it over and over again for 3 days, but okay, it's a beta. Would have liked to have gone to some other maps because I understand that they released 3, but you couldn't tell by what I've been playing because I only have seen one map. But we're going to go into the game, and it's going to take me to my character screen, and this is number 2 thing that sucks. It's something you could live with, but it still sucks, and that is it is all class-based now. Assault, heavy, officer, specialist. In the original Battlefront, you could get any weapon you wanted. Yeah, maybe there were some hoops to jump through. Maybe you needed to get it through a HUT contract or whatever. But any weapon you wanted, any trait, any ability that you wanted, any star card you wanted were all obtainable. So it was not class-based. You could make your own character to suit your own style of gameplay. Now it's all class-based. And of course, within a class, you only get certain weapons. You don't get the whole range of weapons. You can't swap your weapons out. Now you have to upgrade all of these different classes to get the same number of weapons. And I don't even know what class basis adds to the game. There was nothing wrong with the original Battlefront without having to be a class-based shooter. Now it is. Oh, by the way, and I didn't actually want to show any gameplay. I just wanted to go through this. So I'd really love to be able to quit this game, but it looks like I can't. I'm kind of stuck with it. So I have to either play through. So we'll just go to Assault. This is the other thing. Now you have to wait to respawn. No instant respawn. So I've got to sit here and wait until I either get a squad together or some amount of time expires. Okay, finally, now I can respawn with my squad. So bad guys are somewhere around here. Not entirely sure where they are. It says they're straight ahead, so presumably they'll be coming through this door. And we gotta wait for them to come through. I don't even actually want to play the game. But that's fine. We'll do it. Okay, there's Darth Maul. So I'm pretty much dead at this point. And he got me. With the spin attack. Ooh, how great. Okay, so now I've got to go back. I've got to pick the class that I want. And my squad. Oh, and there we go. Game is over. We lost. They blew up our MTT. Fine. Now we can quit. And go back and look at the star card thing. One other thing that I noticed on the star cards. If we can get there, come on. There we go. We'll quit. We go back to the main menu. And we gotta wait till the spinny thing is done. It'd probably be a lot shorter and a lot more concise if I just recorded all this first and then edited it. But that would require time and effort. And I'm lazy. I just wanted to get this off of my chest, how much I hated this whole star card system. Okay, so I thought I quit. This is not what I wanted to do here. I did hit quit. Well, crap. Now I'm stuck. shoot, I did want to go. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this game now? There we go. Quit. Yes. It's a beta. Maybe it just doesn't want me to quit. But anyway, I'm back out of that game. Let's see if we can get back to the main menu, because I wanted to show you some of the cards that you get. Alright, so we're going to go into my collection here. So I've mainly played Assault and some Heavy. So that's mainly what I've played. But I've got cards for everything. I've got officer, or I don't have officer cards, but I've got bomber cards. I've got fighter cards. So as I go through and I get these cards that I don't want, those are just useless to me. And even if I bought cards, I would be buying cards that were useless to me. But enough of that. Let's go look at Boba Fett. These are the cards that are available for Boba Fett. Notice that I have a card here that I really love for Boba Fett. Right there, Death from Above. If you're flying around as Boba Fett and using his rocket barrage, you take 0 damage if you get the gold card. You get 50% damage reduction with one card, and then with the 4th card you get 100% damage reduction. In other words, as long as you're flying and using your rocket barrage, you are invulnerable. So this means that whoever gets all of these cards gets to be Boba Fett basically forever, because he's practically invulnerable, while you just keep getting killed and killed and killed. This is just not the improvement I wanted to see for this game. And finally, the last thing, the UI on here is horrible, and it's cluttered, and it's busy, and I do not like it. Battlefront 1 has a great UI. It's very clean. It's got that clean white background, regular old dark gray or black text. It takes you instantly where you want to go. As soon as you go to multiplayer, you can click on the Find Me the Best 40 player game. Boom, you're immediately into the action with 40 players on Xbox. I think it's 64 on PC. Much better UI than this cluttered, almost retro game. This is more of what I would have expected from a UI in 2010, 2012, not in 2017. Battlefront had a better, more modern UI 2 years ago than this game has now. Anyway, these are the things I dislike about the beta, the things that really upset me about it, and the loot crate system, that's just god-awful. The whole loot crate system is an insult in a AAA game. It wouldn't be bad if all character progression wasn't based on random loot crates, but now there's just a random number generator that decides whether you're going to kill people or get killed. Oh, and one more thing about the credits that you earn in game. Now, I hope that this is changed in the release, but right now, in the game, if you go into a level and you play a full game and you kill 42 people and get 3 kills, you get 150 credits, 180 credits, whatever. And if you're playing on that same level and you kill 3 people and get killed 24 times, you get 150 credits or 180 credits. So your skill, apparently, or your score, doesn't affect the amount of credits that you need, and you have to have those credits to get star cards. And the star cards are where you get your crafting points, which they dole out 20 points at a time for you to be able to craft a weapon, which costs 600 crafting points to build. So it's an endless grind, it looks like, to try to get any sort of advancement in the game at all, unless, as I said, you buy star cards. And that is what makes this game an insult. And EA has been working this microtransaction thing out in all of their sports games, and now they've bought it here, and as long as we put up with it, this is what we're going to get, and this is what we're going to have to live with. So that's what I dislike about the beta. Thanks for listening. I'm Dale Franks. Talk to you later. Bye.